All right, as you know, this time of year, a lot of people are going to be giving potted plants as gifts. You got Mother's Day, you've got Easter coming up, and we want information about how to keep those gifts thriving after that indoor life is over and you want to take them outside. Joining us now is our garden expert, Derek Thomas. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, Tony.
I got to say, these are beautiful, and I know they're just going to be more beautiful over the next couple of weeks.
Well,
too.
you know, the nice weather that you guys are bringing us, so
it's going to help. And this is a dilemma that people have all the time. You get the beautiful potted plant as a gift, and then you want to keep it around for a while. What do? You know,
yeah, you don't want to make them disposable. What you want to do is, first of all, when you start out, you know, if you're going to give a gift, make sure that you're picking a plant that's a nice plant to begin with. Go to a reputable dealer, get a nice plant. If you see a plant that looks wilted, that looks like it's beyond its time, it probably is. Yeah. Pick a plant also that has some blooms that are yet to come.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times, like with the tulips and things like that, the blooms will be staggered, so that there's some blooms that are in full bloom, but then some that are yet to come. Or you can pick a plant where the blooms haven't even come out yet, like the hyacinths here.
Right.
They are just beginning to show a little bit of that color.
I think of it as like buying a banana. You wouldn't buy a bunch of bananas that are already all ripe.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
And you know, when you bring them in, keep them away from direct heat sources, because even though we're going to be up in the 70s today, the heat may come on this evening if it drops down low enough.
Right.
Keep them well watered, but not wet.
Okay.
And then when it's time to move them outdoors, you know, the thing about these plants, a lot of these plants have been over-fertilized just to get them to produce the show for us. So when you get them outdoors, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're putting them in a spot where they're going to get bright light but not direct sunlight for the first couple of weeks that they're out there. They have to acclimate to the sunshine.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Pick a spot, because like these ranunculus, these are wonderful perennials. They're always given as gift plants, but they will get to be about 4 times as wide. So you want to pick a spot that's going to give it some room. Don't put it in there so tight.
We have about a minute left. You want to show me what you want to do here? What
you're going to be doing here is you want to work with a good garden loam. And with a plant like this ranunculus, if it's got a real tight root mass like that, loosen that up a bit, open that up. And what you want to do is when you make the hole twice as wide as the plant, but just as deep. And then bring that soil back around the plant. And what that's going to do is you're going to be able to enjoy this plant for years to come.
Wonderful. Do you water it right away once you put it in?
You can water it right away. The other good tip when you're doing any gardening in early spring, do not ever work the soil when it's wet. If the soil is wet, if you can pick up a piece of the soil and squeeze it and get moisture out of it, don't work it. Go ahead and delay it for about a day.
And that is good to know, especially right now, because a lot of that soil is still wet from the rain and the snow we've had.
Absolutely.
Derek, thank you very much. Good to see you once
Tony.
again. Appreciate all the information. All right, now we want to go to Holly Moore. She's been showing us a brand new museum in Washington.